Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Greetings. My name is Lady Montague. We gather on this fine evening, just 10 days after the tragic death of my son Romeo and his Capulet love, Juliet. In order to capture the essence of this tale, I entreat you to immediately silence your mobile devices. Members of this junior play have invested their blood, sweat and tears into this production, and I will not have it spoiled because of your cellular notifications. I request you to refrain from photography, as it is prohibited by law. And finally, I desire you to keep your confectionery crunching to a minimum. Now, please, sit back and enjoy our story.
Two households of equal status and power. In fair Verona, where again we set our scene, from long-standing argument and fight in this hour, the unnecessary bloodshed makes the streets unclean. From the families of these two foe, a pair of ill-fated lovers took their life, whose unfortunate bad luck and circumstance, with their eventual death, settled their parents' strife. The fearful story of their brothers and cousins' rage, which even after Romeo and my death, nothing could remove, is now the 2-hour story on this small, small stage, the which a few with patient ears shall attend, where here shall miss, our toil will strive to mend. And so it goes that Romeo and I gave our youthful hearts in love, and we will see, here, today, what followed, as if from above. We pick up the story shortly after the two lovers were buried, instead of enjoying the warmth, fun, and love of being married. Look, here come Samson and Gregory, the Capulet dudes, with attitude, from the long and deadly Capulet-Montague feud.
Upon my word, I will not put up with crap from any of the Montagues, whether they are our in-laws or not. How about you?
Well, Greg, I think it's sad that it's come to this state of affairs. Our cousin, Juliet, in a coffin along with one of theirs.
What? Buried in the same box? Surely not, my dearest friend. For such a sin as that, nothing can make amends.
No, you idiot. That's not it at all. In the ground, close at hand. Not buried in the very same spot in the freshly turned sand.
Well, it sounded different to me. So I thought they were like sardines packed in tightly together by somewhat unholy means.
Calm, friend Gregory. Be calm. Take a chill pill. Just relax. Remember, Romeo married Juliet, which makes it cool to the max.
Samson, have you lost what is left of your Capulet mind? Do you not recall poor cousin Tybalt calling Benvolio Montague heartless hind?
Yes, in fact, I do. I was there. In case you don't remember, Romeo defended Juliet and others would defend her.
How can this be that you so easily change your tune when Romeo wooed Juliet on our balcony by the light of the moon?
Gregory, they are dead. Nothing can bring them back. So get over it, be happy, or I'll give you a good crack.
I'll skewer you, 3-inch coward. Ah! Ah! Ah!
How strange my cousin should fight. This is indeed a sorry, sorry sight. Should it not be, given the death of young lovers, people should be repentant friends, prepared to forgive, to get on easily with others?
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Well, Frank, Balthazar, what do we have here? A pair of Capulets! Fighting in that girly, soft, Capulet way. Their skin is like a woman's, all soft, delicate and pink. And yet, oh, what is that smell? Those Capulets really stink.
Never true a word said nor. A smell never better picked. Let's clean these two up. Let's get their asses kicked.
Nothing can restore good cousin Romeo's life. But we will ensure you never have a wife. good kick, man.
My naked weapon is out!
Whoa, do not wasting time.
No, that means my sword is ready. In the language of Shakespeare, so stand prepared and steady.
As sure as my name is Montague and I, a cousin to deceased Romeo, we must drop these rhyming couplets lest this script goes straight to video.
I will bite my thumb at them. It is a disgrace if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Come on our side if I say I!
No.
No, sir! I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir. No, sir!
But if you do, I am for you, and I serve as good as men as you.
No better!
Well, sir?
Say better, here comes our master's kinswoman.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Well, here's a strange moment in the story. For those of you who saw not the original narrative, in the most ironic twist, the Montagues challenged the Capulets, adopting Abraham Capulet's imperative.
Draw if you be men. Gregory, remember thy washing blow.
You old scoundrel! Put up your weapons! Well, here we are again. The only difference is Tybalt's absence, but then my cousin gunned him, didn't he? Prince of Cats, huh? 9 lives, and he had the nerve to call me the heartless side. Where's his heart? Where's his heart? Oh, that's right. All eaten by worms.
What art thou drawn among these heartless hinds, tend thee? Benvolio, Montague, and look upon thy
Oh, come on. I do but keep the peace.
I do but keep the peace.
But I sought or managed to part these men with me.
What? Drawn? The talk of peace? I hate the word as I hate hell. All Montagues and thee. Have at thee, coward! Up your swords, foolish fighters. To be seen like this is a sin, and an insult to my brother Romeo, my dear departed kin. I don't wish to be rude, girlfriend, but we dropped those rhyming couplets, so out of date, you know. You are like your brother. My brother? Rude, abrupt, and supremely annoying, yet I have no quarrel with you, or interest in peace destroying. And you are like your brother. Oversensitive, weak, and cowardly. Tempt not my wrath, Teresa Capulet, or what, Angeline Montague? You'll kill me like your dog of a brother killed my sweet brother, Tybalt!
Back!
What? Rebellious subjects, enemies to the peace.
Oh.
Heaven and death to your kin taught you life is too short a lease. On pain of suffering death at the hands of this capable martial arts ace, I command you to put down your weapons or book in heaven or hell your resting place.
Stop! Stop! Allies of Capulet and Montague, both a black belt in many arts, and in many a master. I want you to stand down. Stand down! It's true, or the fighting will become your disaster. Now, hearken you all. Distemper, you Verona. Appointed by Samantha's father, the powerful chairman of the school board, who might well be the owner. I command you to pay this girl the respect that you owe her.
Respect.
The school captain. She stands here above you, looking down at your pathetic squabble.
It was all
Yes,
us!
yeah, Benvolio. Teresa, to back on your knees. You dare right before me. Upon this, I frown. Though, I am paid to protect Samantha, I do not wish to harm you.
Princess Samantha, please forgive us. Or, if not forgive, forbear.
Oh my God, she's such a...
We know we have broken the law, and that was a mighty dare.
I have no interest in your pathetic whining. You have contradicted my father's rules. After Romeo and Juliet's death, absolutely no more jewels.
But just as Tybalt challenged me last time,
What did I
his
just
twin sister does the same. I'm beginning to think these Capulets are a little bit insane.
You see how they speak ill of us? Oh, dear princess, arbiter of reason. Benvolio is unpredictable as a she-dog, recently come into season.
What did you just call me?
A she-dog.
You
She-dog.
Darest thou insult my brave, peaceful cousin? Thus will take you on, Capulets, all of us.
Come at me then, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Go on.
Thanks, cousin Frank.
Welcome, yeah.
Teresa Tybalt's imagery is particularly vile and rank.
How dare you?
How?
Why they call me
Now, how?
Jesus
now,
Christ,
what
back again.
Right, breaks here today. It's but a week since the death of your cousin Juliet. Yes, I walk in grief-stricken and saddened for the loss of young life upon this unholy fray. How now, do you not hear my voice? Do not enrage me further, or I will have no choice but to give vent to my vile spleen canker, which, in the language of Shakespeare, means the loss of anger. Be still. Benvolio, Angeline, Montague's young and proud. Good. Capulets. Teresa Sampson and the other one. So bold and loud. Do not disrespect your dead kinsfolk in this disgraceful manner, as it becomes none of you,
Uncle.
nor the schooling you received, nor the manners you
Uncle Falstaff, mentor long past, please do not be so hypocritical. You're as bold and fearsome a fighter as any in your prime, but now perchance, age has made you cold and analytical. Do you not see how the Capulets mock us? Speaking our names badly, in our heart of hearts, we Montagues would all befriend them gladly.
Oh, speak for yourself, my cousin Benvolio. I hate, detest the Capulets more than you know. Not only are they rich and up themselves.
So are you.
But Teresa, Tybalt's gorgeous twin, is a loose woman and behaves like one too. And I have suffered from her hands at school, where she makes me look like a fool.
Let's just leave this place of unrest. It's Sunday night. You all have school tomorrow. With knowledge to fill your plate.
Come on, get the drunk man away. Come on.
I'm
Come
not
on,
as
Uncle.
drunk as you think I am.
Bye. Oh.
The Verona Grammar Staff Room.
Attention while your principal speaks. Attention while your principal speaks.
Attention here all. Full attention I seek. Welcome. Good morrow to you all. With much this staff briefing to discuss, there is news that doth hither befall. News that doth affect all of us. Today, an exchange joins us here at Verona Grammar this new week. One whose presence may newly stir raw passions from what I can glean. Yes, Collins, I see your hand in the air. What thoughts do you wish to...
Mistress Goodfellow, from what I can glean, you speak of a northern European girl for she, in the corridors. I have already seen a very attractive girl, to say the least. I fear her presence shall unhinge the boys.
Mistress Collins, I shall consider your view. Observe her in your maths class. Please do. Now, is Mistress Racine here this fine morn? Does anyone have intelligence of her here now?
At tennis practice, she is since a little after dawn.
Oh, yeah. I quite forgot. Tennis practice on Monday morn. It is in Frozine's class. I shall deliver this new
But
student.
Miss Goodfellow, you may as well send a sparrow, into a room full of cats. Why, this simply seems rash and grossly, so grossly imprudent.
What is this tone, Miss Cressida, you use? Your station and place. Do not you confuse.
My apologies, Mistress Goodfellow, principals, so wise. I fear delivered into that wild class such as it is, any new student would meet their certain demise. To me, deliver her hence to avoid such as this.
In faith, good Mistress Cressida, I cannot concede to you. Deliver her to Frozine's class is what I must do.
Go, make haste, good pedagogue. Punctuality and good learning do make good consequence.
I thank you for your support, good Mistress Collins. The call I received this morning about this exchange girl revealed her Danish father, Anders Capulet-Montague, to be an arrogant, cold-hearted churl. Most insistent she should be placed in a class with Montagues in all haste.
Montagues. It is true, parents sometimes make unusual choices and willfully ignore teachers' voices.
Indeed. After I deliver that poor girl to that hellish class, we shall discuss further the nature of this fuss. If now.
Why would this girl's father, himself in Denmark still, insist on her joining a class where the tone is naught but ill? The tone is set for conflict to unfold. This girl, hyphenated surname, Capulet, with its shape so bold, will walk into this ancient feud, unleashing the fury that each family holds. Like petrol to a naked flame, what he results will be the same.
A classroom? Only schoolyard.
I'll have none of it. I was neither coarse nor offensive at Helena's party, simply boisterous and happy for what is a 14-year-old to do at such affairs other than to be a lively, happy chappy.
In truth, I see your point, Poppan, my dear friend long-standing. You'll get a reputation for hell-raising and carousing.
What? Theseus, is this you I hear thus speak? You, who ran riot in the backyard at that fine barbecue at the Montague Seafront Mansion last week. Unless I am mistaken, it was you.
I was balanced with Max when he saw me at the time, cruising to the party, feeling real fine. So I saw a drill cook and a cook on by, and I felt my heart beat faster that I can't deny. She really looked so hot, skinny jeans t-shirt, and of course we all know she's a terrible flirt. So I asked her to the party, think it'd be okay. Benvolio didn't let us, no how, no way. I know she's a cat-dead Tybalt's twin. I not thought either was sin. I said, it's no sin to Benvolio. What did he do? He went totally psycho. Tried back, tried down, and tried to keep the peace. When up comes Jack. She looked crazy-eyed and slapped across her face, so we laid it round the back at an incredible pace. Just wanted crew to know. What? And justice had been done. From a neutral party, now the Montague, not Capulet's son. I took my life to scale the high wall, got right to the top, only when I pulled a fall. The back was a rip more ways than one. Frank started throwing punches, nothing couldn't be done. I stood by the port, had to stand my ground, till some protection for innocence could be found. See, I don't care why the family claims, it's usually them, all argument flames.
You're of course correct, good Theseus. But why get involved? We're told daily there's no harassment, no bullying to be solved. Yet we see it every day. Simply walking down the street. Capulets, Montagues, they bully who they wish. There can be no win, or lose, or any compromise to meet.
How now? How now? Good fellows, Theseus, Poppan, and Hotspur. Team boys, please take on the mantle of young men. What is the discussion this Monday morn? What excitement over the weekend was born?
Well, little excitement, yet more civil unrest. Also, my friend Michelin texted me by SMS.
Ooh. It takes little to guess who's at the heart of such riotous and uncivilized fray, even though their cousins have been dead for but a week and 3 days.
Neither Teresa nor Angeline have ever spoken words to me, other to be rude or mean.
Classic.
If only they could simply see this. Their cruelty reflects lack of moral compass, no insights, empathy, nor self-reflection. They post their deeds all over Instagram as examples of acts of social perfection.
The last time she harassed me, Angeline put footage on Twitch TV. As if it were an episode in a series for everyone with access to see. Her popularity continues unchecked because her followers take no time to reflect on the quality of the content that she streams.
Yeah? Well, Angeline is a walking meme. The girls follow her to be cool without realizing they follow an uneducated, mindless fool with no more than jelly between her ears and a Jim Bunny six-pack belly.
Yeah, alas, Adriana, they are so very right. It seems like she holds popular sway. I know you're right. Angeline's army of followers, though not bright, is the flavour of the zeitgeist this day. I'll have none of it. I once enjoyed social media as a place to share knowledge and thoughts, but now I see conspiracy theories, arguments, memes, and ill-informed retorts. I strict my viewing on there, but Teresa posts on Insta, TikTok, Facebook too, and uses it to make sport of me and you. Churlish girl is Teresa's suited epithet.
I agree with that.
Look to your safety. Come here the same miscreants, the whole clan of Capulets, their friends and sycophants.
Speak of the devil.
Hail, scholarly geeks! What who this fine morn? Have you guys had your noses deep in the book since dawn? In faith, Teresa, no, nothing of the sort. I only wish I could come up with a better retort.
Yet you weren't at any parties, nor on Facebook, nor Snapchat. Oh, but I forgot. One needs friends to do such as that.
In faith, friend Rentor, you're so right. Elise can't do either, where she's so uptight.
Leave Elise be, good Teresa, and be a friend. Do you, not remember when I did you defend when at the Montague Mansion on Saturday night this past weekend?
I do, sweet Theseus, and I think you're really hot. But I can't be friends with you when you hang out with that lot.
That lot? What do you mean by that?
Bye. I think you're really hot.
Shut
up, I swear to God.
She's not the one.
Oh God, hurry, God!
And so, another week begins at Verona Grammar School, where it's not enough to be bright, you've got to be cool. There's 2 seats in every class. They used to be filled. Now they're empty. A star-crossed lover so tragically killed. But lo, what's this in class 10G? Who is this new girl who's arriving so conspicuously? Attired in the correct uniform, hair so neat, no jewellery to be seen. As radiant as a new-cut diamond, crisp, sparkling and clean. As dazzling as a brightened sunset, the sort of girl neither Montague nor Teresa Capulet would treat in any way other than mean. But lo, here enters the principal in the most unusual twist. Who is this girl? What does it mean? Who is this new person no one has ever seen?
Classroom.
Hi. Why is he sitting with us
Shut
now?
up.
No. Everybody up.
Good morning, Miss Goodfellow. I bid you good day. What do you owe this visit in this unusual way?
Sit. Unusual indeed, but most fortunate too. I come to introduce Jessica Capulet-Stockinger. From a far-flung land and school to you, her teacher, students, all of you. I do this because Jessica is Juliet Capulet's distant cousin from Denmark, and therefore Teresa Capulet, your relative too.
What? A cousin whom I've no knowledge of? With due respect, Miss Goodfellow, I am somewhat bemused by this information. My parents made no such mention of this thing,
Teresa.
or whatever you want to call it. I am not amused.
This is why I come here this morning. Reparation is to be made between Capulets, local and from overseas. There's been far too much tragedy for your parents to bear, without continuing long-standing quarrel with distant relatives not to repair. Your parents bade me introduce her. As Teresa, they could not bear your canker.
I don't have any canker, what?
Yes? What is it, Rancor?
I feel for friend Teresa in this underhanded parental act, as it omits acknowledgement of one important fact. Teresa lost her brother because her cousin loved an enemy. Whose side is this Jessica on in this picture of enmity?
Rancor, you dare raise the vile distemper that afflicts this situation? Leave! Sit in my office as penance and await your detention!
I dare raise it because it is a fact. Like petrol to a naked flame. To this, both enemy and friend, Angeline and Teresa, will react.
Go, Rancor. You've said your piece. Go. I'll give some detention. All you have said can but break fragile peace. How dare you such matters mention?
This good fellow, if I may be so bold as to interfere, you may be promoting a tone in the school that we fear. For every day we hear all is positive, good and well, and yet we experience so much of what is personal. How?
What interest do you have in this affair, Jacqueline? I do not understand or comprehend what you mean.
Good lady, you yourself say the death of our friends is bad, and yet there is little acknowledgement of what made them sad. They cared so much, yet were pushed around by their friends, their families, and this led to their desperate, untimely ends.
There is a counsellor for such matters of the heart. Speak to your class teacher and seek counsel as stars.
But that's not the way the world works, miss. When one is young, with respect, we learn best when advice is hip-hop or sung.
Go, Jacqueline. Be attentive. Learn your lessons as you should. The application and diligence will only do you good.
Rude. How little she understands of the youth. We, in our teen years. It's not the past nor the future, but life now that presents us with fears. Samantha, your mandatus school captain gives you the power to negotiate. Go talk to Goodfellow in a way as to avoid this catalyst for more hate.
School captain, I am, indeed. Also daughter of the board of Verona High School's chair. My father makes the rules. Capulet-Montague, the rules break. Consequences they shall bear.
Samantha, your words ring hollow. As a leader, you are less than hopeless.
Now, this may be a hard pill to swallow.
What?
At the next election, you're going to be voteless. Oh. I challenge your right to be captain. Your words are nothing more than air. It is clear it is only status and power you enjoy. You have no real care or sense of duty.
Princess, remember.
Popularity is your game. Yet, in reality, you have little of the same.
Lavinia has a point, Samantha once, friend. Ever since you've been in that position, you've done nothing to offend our trust we all placed in you. Other than using your father's power, what actually do you do?
You, Teresa Capulet, will regret such unwise words. Hired by my father, this capable martial arts ace is here to ensure people don't forget power lies in my words or his fists. What would you rather? This tempered Samantha, is why I stand as your rival. You have nothing in your mind than your power survival. And from this, a great lesson we all learn. In life, never support one whose pure self-interest is there to discern. Bye!
Teresa, I mean no offense as the only Montague in this class. I say I feel for you in this awful situation. My parents do not communicate with me very well, but yours have created a new level of hell.
Rosaline, I appreciate your words. I think you're thoughtful and kind. But talk to me no further if she who finds this conversation, Angeline, might commit a murder.
I hope you've all learned something today. Here, although so social matters. More important, I fear. To recess. We should all now go. Go! Oh, not terribly slow.
Recess in the schoolyard.
Have you heard anything about her? So what is she like, this Jessica Capulet-Stockinger? She's been a Verona grammar lesson a day, yet there are so many reports about her. Come, friend Cassandra, what is there to say?
I so fear the response. Should I be honest and true, Angeline can be such a little fiend, just between me and you. Angeline, I speak honest and fair. And this is the truth. This new girl in the air, she can be invisible for soon.
What, so smitten with her to tell such a lie? I know she is intelligent and beautiful, so why the same deny?
Well, the boys think that she's sexy, cool, and gorgeous. But we all know that such a view is anything but spurious.
Spurious? Are you completely out of your mind? In boys' basest nature, the simple truth we may find. We must seek allegiance with this Danish chick to get to the Capulets and what makes them tick.
To be friendly right away to gain the upper hand. Using a Capulet to undermine a Capulet will be so very grand.
Do so, friend Imogene, but do so with cunning and stealth. I will reward you with great riches, my friendship, and good health.
And welcome Theseus, that hot boy who's still a nerd, as he wishes to get with Teresa Capulet.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. If I can tempt him to speak all that he knows of this new girl, the story might become clearer and rapidly unfurl.
Thanks, Imogene and Katerina, good friends both. Now, I need someone to woo Paris, that jock. Someone in troth who's unafeared to give the idiot quite a shock.
From this venture, I should stay away. Before Romeo wooed Juliet, Romeo led me to believe I was the one. That he did say. Heartlessly, with no explanation, he moved on. Paris was there for me and kind to me when Romeo was gone.
Oh, Rosaline, please do not deceive yourself so. Paris, kindness, was a deceit from the start. That boy has no interest other than his own. And certainly sought not to look after your heart.
These words bring heaviness to my heart and also great anger. Paris made me feel he cared for me for real. Clearly, he is but a player, devious and smart.
Rosaline, he is, and that is not your fault. You must find a way to put a stop to his cunning games, a way into his mind, his ego and vanity assault. Who will take this challenge? I need some names.
I have an issue with the boy we call Paris. I'll take that charge with gusto and verve. He humiliated me to severely embarrass. He done me for Juliet. Oh, no.
Oh, Laura, you went out with him before that Capulet? For revenge on such thing, there is no caveat.
Thanks, friend Nina. I know your word to be true. It's that dog Paris. Also went out with you.
In faith, he gave me the impression I was the only one to woo. So I joined your quest into the dog's well-being too.
Thanks, friend Zetty, for that revealing news. This boy dates Capulets or Montagues, so it seems. We are simply there for him to use and abuse. His account is overdue. We must see he redeems. Are you ready? Ha! It's time for me to take it. I'm the boss right now, not gonna fake it. Now when you go down, 'cause this is my game, and you better come to play. I used to hold my free back, now I'm letting go. I make my own choice, yeah, I run this show. So leave the lights on, no you can't make me again. Oh, so you say I'm complicated.
they speak. Is he the first 18 football hero? Or some handsome, wealthy, intelligent geek? Shock! Horror! That can't be true! Simply not fair or right! How can it be? Paris is all of these things and much, much more, as we will shortly see.
Yes, I was on the weekend, right? I was killing it, man. Getting all the drinks by confident.
Quiet! Quiet! Rancor, you be quiet. For soup, it is all on the whiteboard to plainly see. If you fail your next maths test, don't blame me.
But you're going to fail us so much.
What?
I'm listening. It's there to see, all well and good, but I can't see it the way that you say I should.
What? You foolish, ignorant numbskull! All is there for you to see and take in. To have all this information written here and not to understand it is a sin.
Do not worry, Elise. In the test, I'll help you out. Collins barely knows the answers herself, no doubt.
Excuse me?
Aren't you the rich, wealthy guy they call Paris? Who was to marry the Capulet girl, Juliet? The guy whose heart was broken by the malice of her running off with Romeo by love beset?
Yes, a star in heaven of stars, so much is true. But let's forget all that. Let me help you.
Elise, do not trust this cad as far as you can throw him. Believe me, I, unfortunately, to my detriment, got to know him.
Oh, come on, Maggie. That's not really fair. We went out for a little while. Is this why you put me down? I thought I knew you. This isn't your style.
Don't call me Maggie. It's Magdalene to you. You can pretend all you like, but it'll end just the same. We all know Juliet's death is due to you.
Well,
you and your obsession must accept the blame.
Well, if that's what you and the others truly believe, then I'll have no choice but to immediately leave.
Go then. See if we care. You've done too much damage here. Breaking the hearts of young girls is clearly nothing you fear.
Look, are you jealous of the help I'm giving Elise? I simply wish from certain failure to deliver her.
Paris! I heard no request from the room to leave. You dare disrupt my teaching quadratic equation? Where is it you go? For what and wherefore? I await your response to determine my persuasion.
Their haranguing I can no longer bear. Quadratic equations I can forbear.
Class is not finished.
As your school captain, I offer kind assistance. Even your flirtatious nepotism shows persistence. Look, Paris, we all know that since you arrived at Verona, Grandma, things have changed. And honestly, not for the better. So make like the wind. Go now, blow, disappear. Lest the wrath of populace send show. You hear?
I never dated him.
An accusation is such as this. Paris, my former suitor, blamed for my untimely end, when surely it was due to miscommunication with my own boyfriend. Let us hear from Michael, Paris's mate. Is he untainted by this pervasive hate?
Corridor.
know what they say is not true. But the words they speak cut deep like a knife. They misunderstand my intentions, just a boy in this world upon whom they lay blame for Juliet's life. I've done nothing bad, untoward, or wrong. Just like any other kid, just trying to get along.
3, 4.
My friend, and true. Does this mean you've betrayed me and I can't rely on you.
Paris, calm down. No, that's not what I intend. Not in any way do I mean to offend. You just need to get away, to find some way to amend. But you can rely on me as always your mate.
On this, Michael, I can see the truth in your eye, so I will, after some reflection, from this place, fly.
Now, there stands a mate with a lot on his mind. I wish him Godspeed, and the peace he shall find.
I stand here before you, a boy, heavy-hearted. I need to get back to where I started.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A boy like me has got so many bad habits. Well, I'm off the rails, my resistance fails. Temptation's got a hold on me, and I can't refuse, 'cause I always lose, 'cause I got so many bad habits. I got more bad habits than anyone. When I get the urge, I just want to splurge. I'm a slave to all of my desires. Well, I'm a mess because I can't repress all these bad habits. That habit
hard to see with friends such as Michael, indecisive and caught in between. What hope is there for Paris, who's searching for love like any teen? But wait, what's this that comes next? Ophelia and Elise to encounter Teresa Capulet, a girl much vexed.
Lunchtime. On.
Yeah, and I feel really helpless because there's nothing I can do. And Princess Samantha, despite being Piper and a school leader, has no authority to do anything. She is regarded by all with disdain and mirth.
Good friend, Elise. Do not worry yourself so. Teresa can only hurt you if you permit her to win. So you must be more determined and go with the flow. Develop some guts and a very thick skin.
Yes, but that's the advice I hear so often every day. Ophelia, things shouldn't be this way.
But lo, Teresa Capulet approaches, and worse, Angelina Pond. This, our private space, encroaches. Should we withdraw anon?
No, we must stand our ground, and let it be known we will not be pushed around.
What? This bookworm Elise stand in the light of day? I thought you'd be reclusive in that weird scholastic type way.
I do but enjoy the sunshine, Teresa, but this is surely not your business, but mine.
Ah! What is this insolent response? I will not stand for this. You will do well to remain humble and meek, for I will strike your skirts!
Ophelia!
How now? How now? What have we here? Teresa, are you so low to strike one such as this? I see you seek to evoke great pain and fear, yet with this situation there is much amiss.
Stand down, Angeline, lest I smite your blow. You know what length I am prepared to go.
Try me!
You?
What? Teresa, do you fight us, even though your twin is dead? You are incensed and have appeared to have
Don't touch
lost
me.
your head. Can you be so vicious as to not see what is plain? Fighting over differing opinions is completely insane. I've come from Denmark with my family to make amends.
Denmark.
But while you're like this, we can never be friends.
Want to be friends with you? Jessica, you do not understand the extent of my rage for you. Life is all peachy. We are just not on the same page, for I have lost my dear brother to the whim of Romeo Montague. I hate everybody in this world, and that includes you.
Test not my patience, Cousin Teresa, for I too lost one close to me. For my brother Hamlet died a tragic death. Oh, that grief, I long to be free.
Okay. I'm really sorry to hear that, but what has that got to do with this current mess?
Here, to your confusion, Cousin Teresa, for it was my brother and your cousin which made sure Romeo met Juliet.
What? I will kill you, distant cousin, for making such a rank allegation. You will apologize to us all if you survive the conflagration.
Teresa, abate your wild rage about this matter. Mrs. Frosty, come near. The contents of this revelation could be the controversial idea. How now? Children of Montague and Capulet. How come you to be together today? So happy.
I'm so happy, guys.
And well met. This is Frosine. What is this? You so boldly observe. Is there any other way to be seen than to embrace
After school, in the marketplace.
In truth, Benvolio, I have never seen one as hot as she. And I'll wager, by the end of the week, she'll go out with me.
Oh, wait, we're serious. Deluded youth, can you really mean that Jessica would, go out with one as, vile, as you, let alone, basic?
Ah, Benvolio, lad. You know not the ways of the women of Denmark. Give me a few days, then eat your smart command.
Okay. Balthazar, look. You are nothing more than an ass. Nay, a donkey's head. You'll think about this tomorrow and be thankful nothing more was said, okay?
Yeah. But lo, Benvolio, here approach friends Oliver and Jacques with news of
It's Jacques.
News of Angeline and matters of interest to the Max.
Tomorrow to you all.
Tomorrow.
All's fair and foul, and most foul, if to be fair. For much strife does filth Verona's thick air. If you could have seen the stuff that went down today at luncheon time, neither smile nor frown, for it involved neither your cousin nor enemy, but rather your enemy's cousin, the girl from Denmark, and revelations that needed to be overheard, but were not. And were such revelations to be overheard, would it be a matter of valor or discretion to spill the contents to you in idle chatter?
Oi, my friend speaks the truth, Benvolio and surly relations. I see you almost unhappy, but we come to pay oblations, not to gossip like hairdressers with heads full of chatter and hair, with whose wearing was the major source of concern and care.
No, please, go on with your informative song.
Yeah, thanks, I will. Look, good Benvolio, it seems it's like this. But wait, I cannot go on. Grace, who has no grace, approaches to suffer our sharp wit.
How now, merry gentlemen, also handsome, straight and tall. How come you to be lounging in this marketplace mall? I have marked each one of you, each and every delightful one, and made an assessment for your potential with me to have fun.
If there is any fun to be had, it is surely not out with you. To go out with you is something none of us would like to do.
Nor, given your angry demeanour and recent behaviour at social affairs, should we wish to engage beyond chat of the most mundane cares.
You judge me by a measure, rigid, conservative, and lewd. You may think of me a bimbo and not very shrewd. Yet, I know things of the girl who haunts your thoughts at present, but I speak none of it until you detect your retorts.
I take it good. Grace, treated here with unfair disdain. You speak in veiled description of the very attractive Capulet then?
Indeed, that is absolutely true. Benvolio is so generous and polite. Yet I have information which may cast Romeo's death in new light.
What? Is this some mischief? Cousin Romeo, as we all know, died by his own hand with Juliet, who did upon herself death bestow.
Well, if my news is not well met, it will make no difference to me. It will not change my life, so accept or decline. Feel free.
There's something I do not trust about that girl's intelligence. Too many grey areas, too much mischievous inference.
But look, Montague brethren, who approaches us now, looking as one made in heaven, Jessica Capulet-Stockinger. Wow.
Look at these, feigned disinterest. Lest you think we her hot to me, like all the other guys who, no doubt, fall easily at her feet.
We are bid you a good morrow as you are new to this place. Well, I'm curious to put a name to your face.
I'm Jessica Capulet-Montague, come from Denmark, recently here, and keen to make acquaintance with people of spirit, true and dear. Why does my heart pound so loud and intensely? Were my brow to sweat more, it would embarrass me immensely. My knees grow weak, my face hot. Is this love I feel? Please make it not. What are your names, good fellows, this afternoon lit so brightly by the sun? I'd be keen to make acquaintance, as my intuition tells me. You're great fun.
Jessica, it befalls upon me to unhappily inform you, we three honest boys are part of the
Montenegro! Montenegro is our name. Most exotic and auspicious, so in this feuding climate, nothing to be suspicious.
Cousin Benvolio, are you insane? Why lie this Capulet Dane?
For no other reason than my heart so aches. Back me up, lest she discovers me offense.
You do unhinge thyself, my worthy mate, just to procure yourself a very dangerous date.
Jessica, to show you this fair city would be my delight. We can avoid the rowdy locals and any that fight.
This is a travesty, Frank. How can we stop this disaster? We can keep it to ourselves, but such news travels faster. My God, the boy has completely lost his mind. Hell will break loose when Teresa of this does find.
We must tarry no more. Word will get back to Romeo's grief-stricken parents of this unexpected event. Benvolio taking up with the Capulet gives them reason to anger, vent.
Lavinia? Samantha? And I thought you'd be integrally personified, yet here you are in the same way I aspired.
Samantha, I know we have our differences.
Yeah.
But from what we have overheard, the inferences can only be that the will comes full circle. It cannot be clearer, or disturbing or plainer. Capulet and Montague's love again, here too. I don't know which family is insane.
Well, I enough at this meeting have taken pleasure. Until we meet again, Lavinia, at your leisure.
Wait. Never thought I would. The words I'm about to say, utter. You have been my scornful rival since year 8. Now, I'll seem to you a complete nutter, but in the next election, let us present as running mates.
What?
You know, as do I, that I have the strategy, you the power. Neither of us are popular. Some like Jacqueline or Zeshi, or even Elise could find popularity more and steal the arrow from either of us, the glory of the time school captain. If we our minds together put, we have the will and ability as co-captains. Me, my first time, you in the role again. Samantha, it is an opportunity for you to a year 10 to 12 dynasty consolidate. Now, no one's done it before, but you can, and you will, with me as your running mate.
Never like mind, thought I. Yet here we discover a great advantage to take. Come, let us away together and share what we've uncovered at this Capulet-Montague situation mischief make.
Pippi, de Benvolio, and Montague, cousin of my dear late Romeo, could be enamored of a Capulet. Were harsh lessons not learnt when our star-crossed lovers, our untimely tragic deaths met? What can it be that Grace, so despised, so could have easily confided united only to be vilified by foolish young men? Is it that we are about to see a sad, foolish repeat of recent history? After a break, you'll find out then. Go forth, enjoy chocolates, soft drinks and other delights, but return in 15 minutes to witness more romantic plights.
the House of Montague. Friday, a week hence.
Me. How my sadness ferments with each passing hour as the echo of Romeo's laughter plays in the wind. How his smile, never to his mother's eyes again beguile shines. In every sunbeam. How his back chat, like a cheeky dare, never again to irritate. His whimsical folly, never again to share. But there are matters of great portent at hand, as my husband and I prepare to meet the parents of my son's wife, the sweet Juliet, whom the fates decided I never met. Ophelia, my maid. What news do you bring? What of Benvolio, who is seen of late by few? Is he well? Has he spoken to you?
Good Lady Montague, I know not what to say. Benvolio, your nephew, has not been seen since late afternoon on Monday, where he with a girl of his age has been.
A girl, you say? Perchance a new girlfriend? The better to help his grieving heart to mend?
Indeed, madame, it may well be so. It is well known he is a popular boy, and good-looking too is that Benvolio, whose laughter so full of great joy.
Yes, his laughter is one of such great passion and joy indeed. Yet of late, since my son's death, his laughter makes my heart bleed.
Madame, we must to the events of this portent urgently attend, for the Capulets and Montagues have so much damage to mend. They come by your beckoning for dinner at 6:30 for 7, to remember and celebrate Romeo and Juliet dwelling in heaven.
Ophelia, how do such tragedies come to pass? My life now seems nothing but a farce.
But hark, Madame, my boss, Lord Montague, returns from a long day at the office. I will take my respectful cue and retire, and leave you to speak your business.
Thank you, Ophelia. I shall call you when required. You are indeed the best maid I ever hired.
Yes, so said the cunning and clever Capulets too, when they hired me to closely spy on you.
Ah, my husband, how has been this day? Do you grieve your lost son as I, so lost in my thoughts in a most sad and somber way?
If only word could distract me for a moment, to clear my thoughts and mend my aching heart, I might perhaps find some small space for some sign for healing to start.
Husband, we have much to attend to this solemn evening. Let us place a moratorium on grieving.
A park bench.
My heart, I'm fearful to say, plays like a young sparrow in the sunlit forest of your warmth and affection. Never before have I felt my soul travel in this direction, nor the calm accompanying love, perfection. But no, I shouldn't use such a word in haste, lest the joy of my heart turn to sad waste.
What can it be that, on the wings of sweet words, your heart so quickly cooled? I must confess, I once chided a dear friend of mine who loved a girl called Rosaline, that love was the desperate game of fools. Yet what a fool I find myself now, with no rational mind to guide me, and how I'd give you all I have, Jessica from across the sea, if only you would utter 3 words and Say that you love me.
But why such haste, sweet youth? It is as though a matter requiring immediate proof besets you, making you demand this of me.
No, please, do not even let that thought cross your mind. I am undone. If the truth of my identity she does find. You're right, consider it not deeply or not even at all, actually, you know. We are here together, hearts soaring, never to fall.
What? Do my tired, studious eyes deceive me? Or do I see Benvolio Montague speaking kind words to Jessica Capulet? It seems tender words of woo. It makes no difference. She may be hyphenated Stockinger, but what is here is terribly clear. But if he speaks again, I'll a little closer to obtain every detail, even should my memory fail.
I love thee, sweet Jessica, as one whose heart can never be full enough of love. I wish to give freely, whose every breath hangs on each of yours, whose only desire is to be with you.
Well, here's a declaration such as to be unexpected. Montagues and Capulets again, through love connected. I shall keep this news to myself, though the urge to gossip is great. One can only imagine what this would do to generate more venom and hate. I shall away, avowed to keep this quiet. If questioned, I shall deny it.
Your kind affection is something I wish to reciprocate, but my family is history full of so much hate, and I'm afeard that those like Teresa's friends' rancor will destroy our love with their infectious canker.
Fear not those scurrilous witches, for they cannot harm the affection we have found so quickly and with such perfection.
The Montague Mansion?
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Well, if you had concerns, you should have voiced them earlier.
Shall we? Maid, get the door.
Thank you, Ophelia.
Welcome, Monsignor Capulet, to my warm but humble abode. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to meet, to share the unhappy grief load.
We came, I must admit, nervously, because the grief, so burdensome, shared though it will be, gave us a reason to be profoundly concerned and scared.
Good Lady Montague, permit me to greet you as a mother who, having lost her daughter, and you, your son, knew not what to do for the grief of a mother beaten in the journey towards death by her child, sometimes commit ungodly sin and in the misery go a tad wild.
Thank you, Lady Capulet, for your words so kind, and for the forgiveness in your heart you're able to find.
If only the daughters of our noble families could find such forgiveness instead of the peace to breach.
Indeed.
Indeed, the air is ripe with reports. Angeline speaks. Teresa retorts. Teresa incites. Angeline in abusive reply. Each the other wishing to die.
My noble relatives, far from Denmark, sent their Jessica, sweet to an effort to extinguish our pain, just as the fire flames are smothered by the water.
I hear good reports each day about your sweet, natured niece. The way her soothing words do bring about the balm of peace. How does your
angry. Niece Teresa get along with her cousin Jessica?
By accounts, most unfortunately. The girls barely speak a word to each other, but for good morning, so I've reliably heard.
Maid, young lady, you are of our respective daughter's age. From such avoidance, what do you intuitively gauge?
With kindest respect to both girls concerned, in spite of jealousy, is what I have discerned.
Jealousy. And what of my daughter, Angeline, in this minx's cocktail? Does her civility and common sense manage to calmly prevail?
Well, come, Ophelia can speak. Tell your witnesses last week.
May formal inquiry be made as to how you know my maid?
Good lady of this welcoming house, I ask you to forgive my lady wife. Her grief has made her suspicious, as has our two family history of strife. Ophelia is in my direct employ, and having reported to me many times, assures us that between us is grand, and our two houses are destined to be fine.
Destined to be fine? I take to thee with a sharp weapon. Were not I struck by similar grief to thee? But, as we have history between us, here now to resolve, hearken to me. You have set a spy in my unhappy home. For what purpose? What purpose, I simply do not know. But as I see scope for trust between us to grow, come now, all Capulets, Ophelia and dear wife, to over fine wine and dinner. Let's mend this strife.
Monsignor Montague is most civil and gracious. In the face of a revelation most outrageous. Always a remarkable man, as because of his abiding faith in humankind, he can. The brief exchange about the spy Ophelia, sent to observe the Montague trivia, may have thrust a wedge between the Capulets and Lady Montague, but the discussion they have over dinner will remain behind the scenes. In another part of town, Benvolio's uncle does his sorrows drown. Benvolio seeks his assistance, hoping dearly for no resistance.
Falstaff's house. Outer suburb.
Oh, whence is that knocking? How is when every noise appalls me, can a man not enjoy a glass of red wine without such distractions gall and annoy? Will all Neptune's ocean wash this wine clean from my hands? No! Rather this, my hand with the multituous seas in carnitine, making the green one red.
Uncle, are you already in bed?
Once more, onto the breach, Falstaff. Once more, to close up Benvolio's youthful mouth with wine and red How now, you at the door? What on earth have you come here for? You bother me at this late hour, lad. You are a hound's whelp, and it is you, good nephew Benvolio. You brought a friend. She is very pretty. Take a seat. Take a seat. Have a drink. Yes. What brings you here at this late hour? Did you miss your last bus to the city?
Uncle, I come here for sage advice.
Yeah. That's my advice. That's good advice.
Shelter from the storm brewing. I swear, with Romeo's soul as my witness, it could be my undoing. This is Jessica from far off Denmark.
Danish women are very strong.
Please, listen, every word. You mark, okay?
I see the reason to be so overwrought. There's not much to say if you ask me. Just get on with being a young man. My word, pretty piece of flesh is she.
Drunk! Again! I might have known. This is not the best place to have gone. Come, Jessica. Let us away from here. Leaving Uncle Falstaff with wine and beer.
God, the youth of today is more sense in an ounce of butter than any words they could utter.
Where can they go now from Uncle Falstaff's home? There seems little option but on the streets to roam. But lo, who do we have here? It's Grace, the ostracized girl we met earlier, who, it must be said, looks a good deal surlier. Mark you who enters here, for they play an important part in the scenes yet to unfold. I withdraw to observe with you. They speak in code as to avoid detection. They wrap their words to absolute perfection. Nothing on word, but Helena, the IT nerd, I have witnessed acting absurd, which makes me wonder what she has witnessed or heard.
Well, let's question the girl to see what we can unfurl.
What may be ascertained from the unfortunate Helena may well unfold before the wicked girls have even seen her.
It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try as I may, I can never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all.
All day long I can hear people talking out loud. But when you hold me, drown out the crowd. Try as they may, they can never define what's been said between your heart and mine.
The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all.
You kidnap my heart, hold it tenderly as you might, like newborn creature fresh as golden bright.
Never before have I held a heart so tenderly thus, in these words spoken between the two of us.
Oh no, oh no. Here is a sight to see. Benvolio, do you witness this with me?
Indeed, I am much amused to see these representatives of families whose history is now here, sorely abused.
Macbeth, I do beseech you, sir. You look so wild and pale and do import some misadventure, which, were I to know of, perhaps I could lend some support.
No, Benny boy. I'll not accept your help. For it was your avowed nemesis, Teresa Capulet, that sheepdog whelp,
I don't know what that is.
who brought me to a state like this.
How dare you intrude so rudely on our interlude so crudely? What is it to you that he and I share romantic glance and sigh?
Me? Personally, I don't care at all. But you set up your families again for a ghastly and tragic fall.
What can you mean?
You must be a little insane.
What can you mean? You're a stranger to me and should know that he and I freed us to be.
Considering the Montague-Capulet union, that is a brave statement to make. Such a union caused Romeo and Juliet their young, unripe lives to take.
What has this to do with my love, Benvolio and I?
Oh! If he has not yet told you, you real have reason to cry.
Of what does this big man speak? Benvolio, what is it I do not know? Please talk to me, my new love, my beloved Benvolio Montenegro.
Montenegro. What name is this you utter? Is this some strange change to your birth-given surname, Penny boy? My. Isn't that strange?
Please,
For I could have sworn, when last I heard your name, it was Montague! Yes, that's it. Montague, the very same. Our sincere apologies, Lady of the House of Capulet. But such a lie as Benny Boy here is told, I could not let to continue to beguile and fill your gentle heart. Come, Benvolio. To our journey home, let us start.
My heart wishes to speak its truth, yet neither mind nor tongue obey. Nothing can gently mitigate this. Sooth, there's nothing I can say.
Can you not deny this charge? From your heart, kind and true? A Montague you must not be, for Benvolio, I do love you.
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I truly am. Take me as I am before you, a love-smitten young man.
But be some other name. What is in a name which we call a rose? By any other word would smell as sweet. Yet how cruel the fate that this love arose, a Capulet and Montague, in fair love to me. Retain that deep affection which thou owes without that title. Oh, no. You don't win me over like this when you've clearly lied to me to get a hug and kiss. I'm out of here.
Jessica, please, I can explain. Just please don't go. You don't mean it, really, not. Your eyes look so steely.
1, 2, 3, 4.
please, do not forget the sweet wings of love at the start. Love sweeten our souls this day. I can't be alone again.
What? Benvolio, cousin to me, and poor deceased Romeo, spouting such desperate cliché to woo a Capulet this day. Macbeth assured me I would not believe my eyes to see such sight, yet here I find you, on your knees, begging one of the family we fight. Rise, Sir Dishcloth, Lord Limprest, from your humiliating position. Abandon this forbidden tryst. Regain your Montague condition.
Would it help to not quietly venture that Jessica is not purely a Capulet, but one of the House of Stockinger, her Capulet side only recently met?
Benvolio, have you lost your mind? You are, as Teresa said, a heartless hind. Look who approaches rapidly here. Demetria, the mad woman we all fear.
Here's a pretty sight to see. Oh, huddled together so cozily. 2 Montagues and a Capulet jeans. I wonder what on earth all of this means. You can't beat them. Join them. As the old saying goes, we will have 10 fingers. And as many toes. But I see you don't like the truth I speak. But sometimes the most truth spoken is in the words of a freak. You can't admonish or take action against me because I am crazy, which means I am free to do as I please. And I choose to seize one of you to achieve my own ends by demanding ransom money. Do come with me, honey.
Jessica, no, don't stop!
Well, here's a pretty picture, one you'd never see in a book. Montague loving Capulet, and Capulet loving Montague.
Put it down!
The sad reminiscence of those tragic fools, your relatives, the dead and buried Romeo and Juliet. But don't worry your foolish heads here for sweet Jessica. I won't hurt her much.
Don't. Jessica! Jessica!
Well, this will go down well with all concerned. You tangled up with Jessica, who you should have spurned. How do we this catastrophe convey to Teresa, who I fought earlier this day? Come, Benvolio, with me now to tell all of this somehow.
Oh, what a coil gone between these 2 youngsters, with their relatives so consumed with hate. Yet, as you and I know, the parents met over a meal. They made amends, and goodwill they did seal. How come none of the children know of this? What is amiss with this? But here it is Paris, alone and preoccupied in thought about the girls he has heard before, because he didn't do what he ought. But wait, who enters next? All smiles and affection. But Ophelia, the Capulet spy, who for so long avoided detection.
Ophelia, my love. What news of the feud? Are the Montagues and Capulet so shrewd as to recognize what Hamlet did to me? Do they understand or even see?
My Paris, they know of neither the connection with Hamlet nor of our love. Such is the skill of my deception.
comforted in knowing peace will shortly shatter when the Capulets learn of the Montagues' role in the matter. Your heart was done great injury when Hamlet wrecked your plans by setting up Juliet to meet Romeo, using your closest friend Horatio. Jessica's parents, upon whom you want vengeance, believe that is the nature of her links, as one supposedly neutral to all this, to be present here to ensure the peace. Good Paris, who I love with all my heart, grieve no more for the slight Hamlet caused you, and trust the devious skill of my art, for I, Ophelia, seek vengeance on Hamlet too.
I do trust you, lovely Ophelia, and do await ascertain the success of Psycho Demetria until we meet again.
It is easier to pluck on the strings of a man's heart than to make a piece of toast. See, good ladies, how easy vanity is swayed when a woman feeds on a man's boast. That young man for whom I professed my loving, devoted affection is nothing more than a self-centered, womanizing piece of male confection. To be enjoyed as one would a cake that, having become too sweet in the eating, and therefore of pleasurable nature, unsatisfying, and all too fleeting, is discarded, thrown away like so many of the girls Paris has so heartlessly betrayed. I seek revenge for myself against Hamlet, the one who broke my heart, that distant Danish Capulet. I brokered the deal to get Jessica here, so that I can hurt him by causing great pain and suffering to the little sister he holds most dear. When I was on exchange in Denmark, Hamlet made me love him, then sent me mad, quite stark, as if playing some game to win. Then he unhatched a wicked plan like only someone like him can. He knew Paris wanted Juliet as the girl in his life. Why, Paris told Lord Capulet he wanted her to be his wife. So Hamlet, for reasons unbeknown, enlisted Horatio, also in exchange, to make Juliet meet Romeo, by chance meeting to arrange. And now, by some strange movements in the heavens above, all will meet hubris again by this newfound Capulet-Montague love.
Next day, the library?
Well, well. Well, well. Well, well. Here's Helena, studying hard. What's all this we're reading? The works of Shakespeare? The Bard? Hard to understand, wouldn't you say? My friends, Kate, Rebecca, and me, understand there's something you need to tell us, involving a certain Benvolio Montague.
Grace, I can say only what is between them is a friendship in which only they can preside. Neither you, I, nor Capulet, nor Montague can interfere, nor their futures preside.
You refuse to give my friend a certain humility and grace, I will pull your hair and bite you in the face!
Settle down! Good friend Kate, I thank you for your support. But let's do the damage after she's given us her report.
I stand firm in my resolve not to crumble before your threats. I remind you, Grace, that anger and violence begets.
Must be something she's read. She's read in a play. It's something that bloke Shakespeare wrote back in the day.
Helena, look to the heavens for your safety. Because if I seek not is coming in 10 seconds, I will send you to meet your God long before he beckons.
Grace, of whom it is said, possesses none. Do you threaten poor Helena, my secretly beloved and only one?
What is with it, you boys? Is there something in the water that has turned you this way? You profess undying love and devotion when you see between girls discord and commotion.
Chill out, Michael. Paris's only friend. We've come but to get the juice on Jessica and Benvolio, not Helena to offend.
Why threaten her then, with such ill-mannered boys? In the library, where you shouldn't make any noise.
For Jessica Capulet-Montague, Benvolio has fallen, leaving all of us but a mist, and leaving all of us crestfallen. How came it to be that the relationship between your friend, Paris, and Juliet came to such an abrupt end?
And how came it to be that Jessica's brother Hamlet set Juliet up so quickly with another? Michael, don't you see?
Look you, Helena and Michael. We do what we do to get things out in the open. And sometimes, I admit, we're a little outspoken. Why now you just profess what's been on your mind? We don't do what we do to be cruel or unkind. I guess we're a bit rough around the edges. When the truth is what we're trying to find.
My heart beats heavily as I speak the words you want to hear. I do so as I see you do not lie, not without reservation and grave fear. Benvolio loves Jessica with all his heart, just as Romeo did Juliet right at the start. But there are forces afoot that have brought this about, and their intentions are evil. Of that, have no doubt. I have also witnessed, managing to remain unseen, Ophelia plotting something that can only be mean. I loathe gossip. I've been its subject too. But you must hearken now to what I have to tell you. The other day I was going on my own business and I look over and I see
Something is amiss when the nerds and the cool kids converse thus. What is it that Helena knows and keeps so hidden from all of us? When fate creates such things, all things become unsure. Stay with me, good friends, while we observe some more.
Outside.
What a coil is this? I find myself in collusion with the gossip Grace, who is under the delusion that the Capulets and Montagues can save face. Romeo and Juliet's mortality brought the families to discuss this in tones of cordiality. But this latest twist of cruel fate can surely only result in more discord and hate. So much awry, amiss. Was but 10 days ago there was a sombre service where we lay Romeo and Juliet to eternal rest and bliss. How unfortunate that I am the only witness to this most recent, unexpected love truce. And now, sad slave to those who would use their memory to gain some perverse advantage through heartbreak and pain. How can I, of great intellect, possessed of little street cred, put matters into clear effect to avoid the mayhem I dread? But soft, who interrupts my thought?
Michael, this simply cannot be. Hamlet and I are good friends. I, loyal and true to him, and he, likewise, to me.
This is all well and good, my dear, naive friend.
truth, Michael, nothing that would so irritate as for Hamlet to betray a good maid. It's...
I mean, yeah.
Good morning.
Ah!
Fine, young fellows. Sorry to interrupt your earnest debate. I emerged to tell you from the shadows a certain perception fuels Hamlet's hate.
Sweet, beloved Helena, what have you to tell us? Please inform us now, so delivering us from hell.
I am curious. Poor ostracized Helena, as I knew Hamlet well once. Paris, even better than you. Paris, dumbstruck. Now hark, I speak for all the girls, whoever they are. You have used, betrayed, and spurned. Late November, 2 years passed in Denmark. I was on exchange too, in love with Hamlet. Yet you enticed me, made my heart yearn.
Ophelia, I can explain!
Do not dare interrupt. What follows lies the answers all seek.
You
Threaten! Ophelia, my dearest friend, do you forget to consider me quite mad? Perhaps so mad as to make you descend. For it's not she who is the cause of all this, nor done anything to harm or offend. You, the instigator, cause and ending is!
You accuse me of things of which you have no proof! I withdraw from this tirade, which I choose to be aloof.
Paris,
Leave while you can, Paris. Now tell a friend, leave out of this until you reach the end.
I know, many.
At school.
Benvolio. Now you approach me for help, where before you behaved like a rude whelp.
Should it not be that now we find ourselves afflicted by common enemy, we should shelve this puerile adolescent enmity?
Benvolio. Enemy for so long. What do you wish to say? Wooing my cousin was wrong? But I might maybe forgive if there is a way to be found how the scenario so reminiscent of Romeo and Juliet came to be. Benvolio, I ask, help me to see.
As true as my blood runs hot and red and all relatives like coldly dead, I believe with all my heart Jessica Capulet-Montague is one from whom I never wish to part. You asked me how this came to be, but if I knew I behaved like a fool. And love's magic. It'd be no mystery.
And of this plight we'd all be free.
Benvolio, I hear your words, clear, honest, and true. And because of this, and only this, I am prepared to forgive you. What? Forgive you, good people. Forgive you. Sorry. Oh, my head. Ugh, Montague. But now we must bring our fullest attention to the crazy girl Demetria. She surely brings the weird and worrying dimension.
Permit me to deal with Demetria, friend Teresa. I'll challenge her to a fight, which is sure to please her.
I appreciate the helpful sentiment you express, but fighting will only add to this terrible mess. Look, here comes Theseus, Potpan, Hotspur, all in league with Grace, Rebecca, and Kate. A strange allegiance indeed.
confession. Gossip Grace.
Do not dismiss her so, Teresa. Grace has unearthed news that will make each of us all hang our heads.
What does that even mean?
For we all have held helplessly wrong views. Allegiances that have left our good friends dead.
Please, Grace, share what it is you have revealed. You're finding more and more has been concealed.
Everything! That was great.
I have no idea what that was about.
She did mention a code, there is no doubt.
Perchance it is something by the famed artisan. But damn, I cannot remember the name of the man.
Da Vinci, if I'm not mistaken. Leonardo was his first, but is this information then a helpful code or a curse?
Well, by all accounts I've recently heard, the Da Vinci Code is the last and absolute word.
Yes, but is it true quantum theory, or simply speculation? Sure to be very. We intellectual types drop all this conjecture. These are matters of the heart, not a philosophy lecture.
Intellectual types. As if an insult you speak again these words.
Because it is.
How ignorant. Clearly you lack insight in life. For we nerds know young Hugh attacked will become the leaders of your future. We will become the creators and power brokers thereof.
I meant nothing of it, Adriana. It was just an ill thought through quick. I think you're really, really nice. I know you're sharp as a whip.
Adriana? I think this boy likes you, though he's never shown care. Perhaps for such a person as you, whose image he's prepared to forswear.
Get off me, you rats! Off me!
Jesus Christ.
It's not the way I had expected, Teresa, to make amends, but believe me, after you've heard what these two ruffian scallywags have had to say, we'll be able to be friends in the normal way.
Paris, I have not forgiven you yet. Nor I. Just revenge, I trust will get.
You just left me out to dry.
I hung my heart on your terrible lie.
You can expect no respect here.
Paris, why have you come back?
Have you no shame or fear?
How dare you show your face? I spit on you though once held dear.
Please, just listen to me! You call me to account for what has passed these last few weeks. Alike in accusation, cool kids and geeks. Yet what you fail to realize is that it was Ophelia who duped us all with her lies.
Why blame poor Ophelia, made mad with love for Jessica's brother Hamlet, who you alone of us here have actually met?
Frank,
Please, just let Paris speak.
Why? Does he have the answers we seek?
Oh, this is becoming too convoluted for my taste. Get to the point, without words to waste.
let Paris speak for what he has to say. If it is to be his judgment day. Amazing.
music be the food of love. Play on.
Every time.
That's what my sweet Juliet did me one night. When a string of my lutes I played broke, Ophelia's disappointment was a sight. She beseeched me to replace the string, and so continued to play the thing. But I was becoming tired and weary, the windows to my soul becoming red and bleary.
And the tiny violins begin to play.
I bade Ophelia good night, and thinking of my dreams, went directly to bed. But Ophelia had other plans, and in a flash grabbed me roughly around my head and threw me down with a horrible crash. It was then Hamlet burst through the door, and seeing what he saw, refused to believe the truth no matter what oath I swore.
At least make it believable.
Yeah.
Something small.
He only saw his beloved's ghastly betrayal. Possessed of a heart once strong and frail, decided then to exact bitter revenge!
Paris, this is simply not true. How could you? Oh.
Here! Principal, good fellow. Here we find riot and trouble. Oh, shut up. Just as I said we would. They disrupt my lessons double. Then madness and mayhem breed across Verona's quiet road. How old are you? It is not enough. Saturday detention. Increase their homework load. Silence. For only then might they learn they cannot like barbarians run amok. They should be confined behind a big door with a lock. How now? How now? What distempered strife do you, Rancor, create? How predictable that you should affect all like canker.
Me? Mrs. Goodfellow, me? Are you blind? Can you not see? I do but observe as things unfold. Yet I am again chastised, so bold.
Silence! Await my verdict and intention.
But I am
silently, lest again you receive detention. Be all! It is well known there is unrest between you Capulets and Montagues. But here is the good priest, Friar John, with goodly remedy to suggest.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with a man of the cloth interfering with matters of the heart. Not because I'm irreligious, nay, in truth, because of a priest's role in my son's demise at the start.
Fear not, Lady Montague. For to do harm is not my intentions. I'm aware of the role of Father Lawrence, who you mentioned. Please gather round all, so I have much to say towards unraveling what lies before us this fine day.
Fine day. How can you utter with such a phrase? We Capulets are stoned and amazed. We not know where Jessica has been taken, and we beg for a plight not to be forsaken.
This is the essence of the news that I bear. Come to Demetria. Bring Jessica and where she can be seen to be safe and well, and aid into delivering us from this hell.
Okay.
Why is this that you summoned Demetria, the wild girl from hell?
For your sake, Friar John, my cousin better be healthy and well.
Well, this is something unforeseen.
That girl looks wild and mean.
Rosaline, what does all this mean? Has there been some gross deception? Such thing is not beyond conception.
It's just not right from my point of view.
Shut up. Be quiet.
What do you? And you're right! Field hearts, and consider the pitiful parts that you've all played in this dreadful affair. If you can face the truth, if you dare.
If you dare.
Now the Hamlet, Therese, Rancor, seen here.
Therese?
Seen here any others? is to blame for the death of a pair of star-crossed lovers.
Star-crossed lovers!
Nor can blame be ascribed to you or any kind for the bizarre course of events that's unfolded here today in a most strange and remarkable way.
Strange and remarkable! How sayest thou, ordained priest, who in the exploration of good and evil has surely encountered the beast that is Satan? Who can bend any will? How sayest thou such ill-informed things when the evidence is clear and the picture so well formed? Here stands Ophelia, my errant maid, who, having returned from Denmark, where by Hamlet she was unhappy maid, has given nothing but service, loyal, and good. And here stands the evil Paris. Who, if all that has been heard is to be believed, is due not only for an enormous fall, but an apology to all he deceived. For he, it is said, not only beguiled Ophelia in the most heartless of manners when overseas, but he has consorted with all of these.
That's about half.
Moreover, Father, you stand before us in a very difficult position. It was your colleague, Friar Lawrence, who claimed to be a physician. It was his potion that precipitated Juliet's feigned mortality, thus bringing my son, Romeo, to a youthful end. Now, whilst I greet you with due respect and cordiality, with your words I can make no amends.
Alas, it's a model of such stubborn unwillingness to see the truth infecting youthful hearts here today. It bodes you all well to listen to what I have to say.
Oh, enough of this mindless word fest. Why did Crane Demetria, who stands here, steal away with Jessica Capulet-Montague, making her most unwilling guest? Friar John! You must let these fools see who you are! As that will be the most startling revelation by far!
Demetria.
Yes?
You're right!
What? Are we to endure another fright? Cassandra! You, our fortune-telling seer. What does this mean? What shall we fear? Though I, me, possess the gift of second sight, Friar John's identity, it eludes me. But, I fear that the revelation will blacken the sunny sky as short as the darkest night. Oh my God, we're gonna die!
I will turn! And as I do remove my robe...
No! This is a school!
No! Do not worry! Beneath lie only clothes.
Dude, you could have said that!
Why didn't you leave it?
Say that earlier! Just give us like that!
But when I do my self-reveal, true and plain, do not claim I didn't warn you of the pain.
He warned you!
No, Demetria. We've had practice!
I'm sorry!
Hamlet! Yes, 'tis I! Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
I'm sorry.
Who you have all, without expectation, judged and slandered as a liar, manipulator, charlatan, shark. None of you have I ever met.
Have we not met, have we? Is that where we're going with this?
Yet the gossip you create run riot in your hearts and your minds.
it casts you all as spineless hinds. It was not I who is behind this mess, but he who is here and should confess.
Rancor.
Guys, it's not her! Jesus!
She's a girl.
What's a rancor? The guilty party has much to atone. He must stand forward to face the truth. Alone.
What are you doing? It's Mikey. He's little. He's small. Mikey! Come on!
Yes! I can hide no more. It was I who cast you all, one against another, in bloody civil war. Yes, it was I who told the original lie to set all of this in motion, because I realized it's so easy to set you all up to cause a commotion. You, Montagues and Capulets, are so very easily led. It's as if there's little either in your heart or head. As for Hamlet, well, he was easy prey. He fell for the manipulative Ophelia in the most predictable way. And I knew Paris too would not be able to resist, so I convinced him to be on his way to far off Denmark. For there, I told him, awaits the fair, beautiful Ophelia, for you to make your mark.
You little rat! You are my best friends!
Then, with the cunning of a fox, and this really is the trick out of the box, I stirred the pot into which Romeo and Juliet so easily fell.
You 5-year-old! Right,
Thus completing the lover's hell.
But why, Michael?
Why? Because I could. And I did.
You're a monster!
The source of mischief was so easily hid.
Why would you have tricked us thus? Oh, the terrible things described, which they can be done! Recompense!
Let her go.
I stand chastened, as should we all, because Michael's bold duplicity caused us all to fall into gossiping, bullying, stupidity.
You were all so easily made to turn on each other, as none of you thought critically of the games being played.
Game this may well be to you. You young scoundrels. It's not. But you caused the death of my son. And for that, you will rot in hell. He's a child.
Monsignor Montague, I can only imagine your pain. That of the Capulets too. But let us not immediately again dwell on the matters that will cause more and more of the same. Yes, I am Hamlet, but I took on a new mantle and ordained. I adopted the name Friar John. It is in this capacity that I seek for you all to live by good teachings. And to live and let live.
Live and let live.
Here stands Benvolio, proud Montague, and Jessica, Capulet-Montague, who I present to you as a way forward from all the strife and the turmoil arisen from the deluded acts of Michael.
Let there be no more fighting between us all. Let us rejoice in this and be merry with all. Our wedding ceremony and party beckon.
much fun and laughter to be had, I reckon. Come here.
Yeah.
I'm amazing.
I will honor the pledge I make here today to bring Jessica, the Capulet, happiness in every way.
And I, a Capulet true and proud, wish to state my love for you, Benvolio Montague, in words clear and loud.
Some shall be pardoned, a few punished, but never did a story of love bear less woe than that of this Jessica and her Benvolio.